Hello you guys and welcome back to today's video. This is Duhamel Bentley. Hashtag Nars for life, honey. Follow me on Instagram under Instagram Duhamel.Bentley. Hi, how are you? Welcome back to this channel. Honey, how you doing? Welcome. If this is the first time you're seeing me here, honey, we have so much to spill. So let's start.
Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. I hope you enjoyed this voiceover. Yes, honey, my claws are dark and delicious and we're enjoying our life like this. This was a beautiful, I can't speak, oh my gosh. This was a beautiful gift from Planet Beauty. I was really excited because I have actually not received full-size gifts from any beauty store, really. So thank you so much, Planet Beauty. I absolutely have, like this amazement within the store. We both love it so much. And as you can see,
customer service is amazing. And they gave you the choice to choose either a nail lacquer or nail
an actual
polish,
full-size lipstick.
Or full-size lipstick. And you said, you know what?
I have so many. Yes, girl. You can never have too many lipsticks. But in the reality of the case is, I have a lot. So
if you want to see a full video of all the lipsticks, honey, and Duhamel maybe applying one here and there, let us know in the comments below.
I'm going to tell you right here, right now, subscribe to the channel, honey. That'll never happen. I will not wear all of my lipsticks because my lips will literally sue me. But of course, I'll show you all of my lip collections, depotted and potted. But girl, gather up, honey. We're talking about the real tea today. And we're spilling some narcissistic tea. So that's the brand's name, Nars, right? Narcissistic.
Yes.
And if you guys know, I did a review of the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I still cringe to the moment that I say the name of the concealer. I'm going to be truthful in these videos. That's just the reality of the situation. I don't really care to ruff anybody's feathers in the aspect of, we're talking about logistics, we're talking about price points, we're talking about performance, we're talking about real things, I want to make sure that if you watch this video and you say to yourself, well, you know what, I kind of like the product, I want you to be happy with your purchase. This is not a sponsored video. This is 110% an independent channel. So please subscribe to the channel. It helps like you have not a clue. My face is kind of done. I did foundation, I did bronzer, and I did, a little bit of baking and, we're a little snatched right here, right now. So let's start with the foundation. The foundation that I used today is the Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation. Girl, Felipe is going to be in the back.
I am right here, right now. I'm going to be spilling the information because, two is better.
He's giving us the details. I will say, first impressions, I think this is really sleek, very cute. It's very heavy. It's glass. And I really like that. I really like the pump as well. It's not quite similar to the Chanel one, but it's very nice. I really do enjoy it. I will say that overall, the foundation has been really, really lovely. Felipe, give us some detail, honey.
So this retails for $49 at Nars.com. $49. It is 34 different shades.
Yes.
They do have a whole variety. How do you feel about it?
So I gotta tell you, I really, really like this foundation because I think the price is justified. You may say, oh, I need a second. How much was this?
$49, 34 shades.
$49, $50 plus tax, etc. It's 1 fluid ounce. It's pretty neutral, pretty normal, but it wears so naturally. It builds up so nicely. It is water-based, so it's going to last up to 16 hours of wear. It's not transferable. Like, it's just bulletproof, really. I don't know if it's bulletproof, girl. I'm not trying to hide that.
Is it glass or plastic?
This is glass, yes. It's glass, and again, it's really heavy. I kind of really like it. Not only that, it has skin technology infused. Within the skin technology infused, I took some notes, girl. It has raspberry, apple, and watermelon extracts. So that's going to benefit your skin at the moment you're applying it. Plus, in the future, it's going to also give you some skincare benefits, which again, I think it's so justified within the price because this looks incredible, guys. Like this, I don't feel anything on my skin. Like it's very lightweight. It looks really natural. Of course, I'm baked and I have a whole bunch of stuff on my face, but it looks really natural. It's a medium to full coverage foundation.
Allow me to jump in because you're literally covering all the details. I'm so happy. This almost feels like a podcast between you and me. I'm in the background. So it does says that it's a medium to full coverage. It's a buildable coverage. It is a natural finish. It is transfer resistant, sweat resistance, fade resistance, and it's non-drying. It is paraben-free, alcohol-free, oil-free, fragrance-free, dermatologist tested, non-comedogenic. It says it wears longer, it stays strong, and it definitely indulges your skin. How do you, tell me more about it.
I gotta be honest with you. I feel like all of their claims are 100% real. Like, I think this looks incredible. Even if you decide to do a medium, I did 2 layers as I always do with my foundation reviews. I really, really like it. Now, this guy is not the star of the show today because this isn't the newest and greatest products from them, but I gotta tell you, if you have not tried it and you're looking to upgrade the foundation game, this is incredible. 110% recommend this. I love it. You definitely do have to shake it really well because again, it's water infused, so you wanna make sure that this is gonna be, well mixed. I am a mixer. I mix literally water if you allow me to, right, Felipe?
Yes.
It's my thing. But I gotta tell you, I think this is suitable for all skin types. I would just advise you to definitely prep your skin. Like if you're a little bit more drier, adequately. And if you're oilier, I don't think you'll have an issue with this because I think this is gonna be fabulous for anybody, but especially for like anybody combination to oily, that's gonna just elongate your foundation so much more. I love it so much. Now, what do you think, Felipe? How does this look?
It looks amazing. It looks pretty good. How did you feel about the next product?
Which one?
Oh my goodness. I think, when you use a foundation, you like to use a powder. So how do you feel about the powder?
So I feel like we use today 2 powders. We use translucent setting powder, which is what I have underneath my eyes, a little bit around the nose.
And it looks very natural. I have to say that your skin looks very...
Yeah, it's one of my...
amazing.
Honestly, love a lot of the foundations that we have in stock. Listen to me, I'm like a store. Girl, you gotta see this. We're like a store. But this is iconic. Like it's expensive. Not as expensive as Chanel. And Chanel's like chef's kiss, but this is incredible. I absolutely love this product. And I think it works well with different products on top. Now, the product I use today, I don't have it with me because I was probably standing somewhere. Felipe, could you get it for me, please?
Of course.
But I do have another one that we'll be using and kind of trading off. I have Eden, this is a shade, Soft Velvet Loose Powder. And then I also have, I think it's called Beach, right? Is this Beach?
Yes.
Perfect. So I use Beach on my skin today with a powder puff. Of course, I have recorded a video so you guys can see how I'm like powder puffing my life away, honey. It's just really lightweight, very velvetizing, and I absolutely loved both of these. However, we're gonna use this to kind of like brush away the bake, just so it keeps, the softness and the deliciousness. So I gotta tell you, very lightweight. I absolutely love it. I love packaging. These guys are 10 grams, which is pretty standard. Price point for these ones, how much are these, Felipe?
It is $37. It is an artistry essential. It's used to make up to set the makeup, control the oil, smooth the texture, and the skin looks amazing with this finish.
I agree.
It says that the medium, it can also be a buildable coverage. It's a self-matte finish, alcohol-free, oil-free, fragrance-free, non-comedogenic, dermatologist tested, and it's great for all skin types. However, it is $37.
It is definitely a price point, and for 10 grams, this is a high-end powder. But I gotta tell you, I feel like this works really well. I think this works great for, like Felipe said, enhancing tone of foundation. So if you don't like to go in and use a compact powder foundation because you're like, "Ooh, my face looks cakey," or I'm just not into it, these guys are an amazing option. And I mean, we gotta be honest here. Nars is not for the cheap. It is what it is. I myself, when I bought Nars, I almost fainted because I was like, girl.
It can be very expensive just to buy makeup. You know, you feel like...
In general, makeup in general is so expensive.
We go to Sephora or any other place and we're like, yeah, we're going to get a lot of products for $100. And then it's just like...
That's literally just like a palette and a foundation, honey. And not even an eye palette. But I gotta tell you, I've had an amazing experience so far. I think my skin just looks airbrushed. It looks weightless. It looks really natural. Once we finish the whole face, I think you guys will be able to appreciate more of just how wearable and natural these products are. But again, they're definitely an investment. I will say also something that I really liked, because it's so expensive in price, I really liked how controlled it is. Not like, let's say, the Anastasia Beverly Hills or even the Jeffree Star, which I really like both of those, or even the Fenty Beauty. Love her too. But like this one, you know, you guys can see here, I literally just turned it around and like maybe a drop or two. So what I want to get to say with this is that they were conscious enough to not allow you to overuse product. So love that. I think they're saving your money in that aspect. And definitely, I gotta say again, Nars, in my opinion, of what I've had so far, aside, girl, the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. If you haven't seen that video, she'll be linked down below. But aside that, I think they're definitely worth the price point. They're quality over quantity, and I think they're also careful with that. I used like 2.5 pumps for my foundation, and that's because, again, the pumpage is just so light and so kind of minuscule that, you know, it covers well just with 1 or 2. But of course, you know, I want to build on it and push the product here. So got that. We will go in with, again, Eden to wipe off all of the bake that I have going on. But before we continue with that, honey, let's go to the star of the show. And today we're going to be talking about the Orgasm Nars. How beautiful is this packaging? Oh my God.
It is called Orgasm on the Beach. And we love to play this on the Black Beach, honey.
Yes, we do. Now, Orgasm, if you guys don't know, could mean many things. But for Nars, Orgasm in particular, it's going to be this blush, kind of like rosy, peachy, glimmery tone. And it's been a big hit for them, guys. Like, they have like done lipsticks, they have done liquid blushes. They've done pretty much everything with it. And they've done several palettes. Now, this one's literally the latest palette. I don't necessarily love glimmer blushes, but when I saw this, I'm not even going to lie, Felipe, don't let me lie, right here, right now. Did I not fall in love with this?
You fell in love with it. It is $59 and it's honestly so beautiful. Let us see.
So this is the back here. It has the names with a beautiful sticker here. Sticker feels really nice. It's like a soft matte. Packaging is just iconic. This is the actual palette, but the box it came in is this Nars Orgasm, just beautiful kind of sunset vibe. It has the palette imprinted in the back here with, of course, some information. Oh my God, let's open this. It's a nice weight. I gotta tell you, it's not heavy like, oh girl, because some makeup products, I'm not playing around here in the Too Faced channel, honey. Some products are heavy, you know what I'm saying? But I think this is a good weight. I think the mirror is a lovely size. It's the actual full range of the actual palette. And then I don't want my lights to flash you. But this is the palette, girl. How beautiful is this palette? Like, hello? Like, take the mute off, girl. This is good. This is beautiful. Okay, so here's my mentality behind this. There's 2 highlighting shades here, which while Felipe gives us some information, I'm going to be swatching it up a little bit. Honey.
So literally on the website, one thing that I have to add on this information is that on narscosmetics.com, you have the ability to use the virtual try-on, so you can actually apply the shades into your natural skin. You do have to have great lighting. When it comes to this one, this is called Orgasm on the Beach, and it says a 6 on the beach. It's sundown, shade up, plunge summer color into new depths with Orgasm on the Beach chic palette. It features 6 sun-kissed coral and golden shades inspired by the iconic peachy pink Orgasm. It comes with Turtle Bay, Naples, Mandalay, Montezuma, Orgasm, and Suma. By the way, it is limited edition.
It is a limited edition palette. I gotta tell you, so this is more of like the bronzier shade. To be quite honest with you, I feel like I would have much rather than preferred this to have been like matte. But I mean, they're all gliding so good. These are the 2 deepest shades on the palette, and then we have the 2 different highlighters. This is a Champagne's Dream, and this is like, I just went to Malibu and I fell asleep in like somewhere, and this is the tan that I woke up with. It's incredible. Like, I think this is such a beautiful, like, I don't have a way to describe it. What would you say this type of tone is, the top one? It's like a red.
It's a very sun-kissed, kind of peachy, like color, corally. I really like it.
It's iconic. It's so iconic. Now, my 2 favorites. These are my 2 favorite blush shades in here. We have the Orgasm, which is going to be this guy, and then this peach, like, oh my God. I got to tell you, even though this is a very expensive palette, we're not going to lie about that. I think the pan sizes are actually really, really nice. This is the peachy one. Oh, look at this. I literally can't handle this. Look at how beautiful that sheen is.
Gorgeous.
And this is the Orgasm, which is like their safe haven. You know what the Orgasm reminds me a lot of? Saint Tropez lip gloss from Anastasia. Doesn't that look just like that?
It does.
So beautiful. But I'll tell you what I think here.
One thing I want to add to this is that you've also gotten the Nars Orgasm by itself full size. Now they have the jumbo size, and also if you go to Sephora, we didn't get some of this product from Sephora, but if you go to Sephora, they actually give you for free their Nars blush, right?
Where?
Like on your birthday?
Well, they don't give you a blush. Good to point it out. I was like, where? We need to go get it. They give you this little baby bronzer, which I have on today, and this is going to be Laguna, and it comes with the Laguna kind of lip shimmer. Honestly, really beautiful. At first I was a little nervous because I saw Laguna and I saw that it had like a glow, and I was like, oh, guys, I just don't like products that don't need to have a glow, like other than a highlighter to have a glow, right?
Right.
But this looks really natural. I don't think this is enhancing my texture whatsoever. I think this is a really, really lovely product. I gotta tell you, I did not purchase the full size for 2 reasons. Number 1, wanted to try it before I bought it. And number 2, I have so many bronzers that I literally can't buy more because I feel like I'm wasting my product. So what do I think? Again, I think size of the pan is just like so nice. I love the imprint. I love that there's 6. I love that there's highlighters, blushes, and there are some shades, like again, for example, this brownie shade right here, you can use to enhance your bronzer and things like that. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the biggest fan of enhancing my bronzer like that. But, you know, for the sake of the video, honey, I'm gonna go in with the same blush kind of brush. You know, you can use this for whatever. You can use this as a staple your foundation. But today we use it for the contour bronzer. And I'm gonna be using it as part of this like blush palette. But to enhance, I have no idea how this is gonna work. I'm not gonna lie to you. But, you know, let's do this. Do you have any more information on this palette over there?
I don't have any more information. I just have to add that the colors are very vibrant and they look very beachy vibe. I really personally feel like this is one of my favorite palettes from Nars.
I agree. Okay. All right. What do we think? Does it look enhanced whatsoever?
It doesn't look so very like wow, like oh
like highlight.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna try our best here to apply all 6 of these colors on the cheek. So, we're not new to this. I think we can do this.
Yeah.
We're not new to this whole blush moment. I don't think that this brown shade is very heavy.
It's not very heavy.
I think you can definitely build this really, really nicely. And I'm going to apply a little bit of this down here as well.
It's very natural looking. How does a powder feel on your skin? Because I personally don't like certain products in a powder form just because I feel like some ingredients from some brands enhance your skin texture. But this one doesn't do it. I feel like within the foundation, the powder, and then obviously you're adding more powders onto your skin, it looks more airbrush finish. What do you think?
Now, I gotta tell you something. I feel like texture is the worst enemy of any makeup product, right? And like for example, I feel like that's my biggest issue with like skin, is the texture when I have my makeup on. However, I gotta tell you, I don't think this is enhancing the texture, even though it has a glimmer in it. I don't know what they're doing. But it's not, again, I just think that even though it's, almost $60, 59.
Yes.
Yeah, 59 for 6 shades. I don't think that, the formula is cheap in any way. Like, it's just so easy to blend. It doesn't feel crazy on the cheeks. It just feels really, really nice. So I gotta say that I'm kind of really liking this, and I didn't expect to love it as much. Everywhere from packaging to the shades to how they perform. Again, just like look at how beautiful these blush shades are. If you want to go more experimental, you can definitely apply highlighter with these shades. But if I had to tweak it a little bit, I'm not going to lie to you. I would have done 3 matte and 3 shimmers. Definitely out of the shimmers, I would have done maybe 1 or 2 highlighters. Because again, not everybody's obsessed with shimmer. Because definitely all of these guys are going to be very, very shimmery. So that's kind of my take on that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start concentrating around, what would you call this area? Like the top of my cheekbone area. I'm going to start enhancing this kind of like red brick tone shade. I think this is called Mandalay. Is that Mandalay? The red one?
I don't see them like that on here, but I think it's one of the shades. Let me tell you really quickly. If you can show it to the camera, I'll go ahead and give you the name. So starting from here, this is called Turtle Bay. The next one we have Naples, Mandalay, Montezuma, Orgasm, and Suma.
Yeah, so we're going with Suma for sure. You can see how Suma is starting to pick up on the actual brush. And I'm going to start concentrating her. I kind of think on my highest part of my cheekbone, I want to create a little bit of a contour, especially for like the fact of like, I'm sorry, I'm distracted of looking how this looks. What do you think?
Amazing.
This looks good, right?
It looks beautiful. That's Suma, right?
This is Suma.
And
I was a little nervous.
Yes.
Yeah, I was a little nervous right here, right now. I'm not going to lie to you because I was like,
it looks amazing.
I agree. I don't think this is too bad. I could definitely use this, like, period, on its own and not feel uncomfortable. I think this is just very cute. And it's very buildable as well. But we're not going to do that. We're just, we're going to use all of the colors today because God help me, you leave this channel without a subscription and feeling confused, right? So, you can tap off excess. You don't really need to because if I got to be honest with you, there's not any kickback whatsoever on here. And of course, my eyebrows are done and everything because I'm going back and forth over, my brow with shaping and doing the whole shebang. I'll just retouch them when I put my lashes on. But I gotta tell you, on first impressions, this is just gorgeous, gorgeous color. I think this is beautiful with like a deep kind of reddy brownie tone, iconic, a good neutral eye, and some good lashes. This is incredible. But yeah, let's continue to build this up. I think this is definitely gonna be a really, really used shade. And I never thought I would use it so much because it looks really deep and very, very vibrant on here. But on the cheeks, it makes me feel like they kind of know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna start building it up like a C almost. And we're just gonna kind of swirl it just to ensure that, you know, the space that we're using, it's nice and blended. All right, I am going to use it kind of closer to my eye area because I want to make sure she's looking, you know, nice and snatched and like I just got my little cheeks pinched. I mean, I gotta tell you, I really, really like the shade on first impressions. I think this just looks really, really nice. And like, it's just, it has a flush of color in person that it's just, it doesn't get lost with your foundation and all the powder on top of your skin. So now that we've done that, I'm just making sure I'm happy with it all. Now that we've done that, I'm grabbing a different brush. And this is the BH Cosmetics number 2. It's a blush brush. You can use whatever you feel comfortable. Normally, I don't use brushes like this, but because we're building things up, I want to kind of play a little bit around. Normally, what I like to do with my blush brushes is for them to just be really nice and fluffy, for me to have better control and, you know, be able to blend easily. Usually when you go with a brush that's a little bit tighter, like maybe like these guys, you might have a little bit more of space for error. So beware with that, you know, definitely, you know, work your way up there. I'm gonna go in with, I'm so tired. What should we do? I think I'm gonna do Orgasm coming down and I'm gonna close it up somehow with, what shade is this? Let's see here. With Montezuma. Oh my God, I felt like I was a reggaeton artist saying Montezuma and I was living my life, okay? So picking it up, you can see the pigment there. This is a little bit more rosy for sure. Tapping a little bit of the excess off. And then just applying it to middle to the beginning cheekbone, blending it into the area that I originally applied the other product. Now, I gotta tell you, Orgasm already has a lot of glow, but I don't think it's enhancing my texture. I don't think it's looking cheap on the skin. I mean, it better not for almost $60, right? But I mean, I think this is just like looking really, really gorgeous, really beautiful. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more and go on the second cheek here. Very nice. Definitely more pinky, a lot more of a rosé type of like sunset vibe. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm creating almost like a fade between the first shade, which I believe the name of it was Suma. And I'm just softening out the edges with the Orgasm. Perfect, so cute. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of the Orgasm just to make sure we're not losing her. Building it up. Okay, so now that we have that, let me actually, I'm thinking to myself, all right, so I'm going to wipe my bake off. I'm using the Eden shade, and I'm just gonna be grabbing it from here, you know, very, very gently. Make sure, you know, again, we're not wasting any of that product. And I'm just gonna grab and like soften out whatever areas I have the bake in, just to make sure we're looking snatched and pulled together. Now that that's off, let me actually go in with the kind of more, I want to call this like a peach on steroids. It's so beautiful. I'm going to go in with the peachy shade, and I'm just going to kind of circle my nose a little bit, just like the sun hit me and I'm like living my life. So good. It's just, you know, a little bit of radiance. I'm going to mix a little bit of, just to continue the cohesiveness, I'm going to continue to use a little bit of the peach shade, which I'm so sorry, I'm trying to get the names here. The Montezuma and then the Orgasm. I'm just hopping between both of those.
How are you liking them?
I really like them. What do you think? Do you
They
feel like
look
the glow
amazing.
is too much, or do you like it?
Go ahead and turn to your left. Left. There we go. I feel like it just gives you a sheen of shimmer. It's not as a highlighter, but it gives you a natural sun-kissed kind of vibe. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
It feels like it's shiny, but it's not as shiny as you would expect it to be.
I feel like, if I gotta be truthful with you, I feel like this is a 2-in-1 product. I feel like if you don't want to wear highlighter, this is a really great way to kind of just enhance and just give your skin some life back. Because definitely I think that what they're doing here is that they're chasing that natural, healthy, dewy glow that the skin originally has. And I think they're getting it really nicely.
It looks amazing.
Just putting a little bit of the Montezuma on my forehead just to create a little bit more of like, oh, the sun hit me here and I'm like living my life. So what do you guys think so far? Do we love? Do we hate? Like, do you want to get this? Do you think it's too expensive?
If you love this look, leave us a heart on the comments. Yes, honey.
Or an orgasm, you know? Do your thing, honey. Live your life. So what I'm going to do is, just to make sure that I don't have any harsh blush lines, I'm just grabbing a little bit of the powder that I had left from Eden.
And which powder brush are you using?
This is the Sigma Large Powder F30. You can use any blush powder, any fluffy kabuki, whatever you want. Honestly, makeup has really no rules. I just like using this one because it kind of like gets the job done fairly quickly, but you don't have to get this one. Although I gotta tell you, Sigma brushes are so good, right? Wouldn't you say?
This, I think I bought this brush set like
Years ago, yeah.
5 or 6 years ago, yeah. I think it was one of my first makeup brush kit that I purchased. It was like $110, and when it arrived, we were like, oh!
Do you remember I used the foundation brush? Which, by the way, who the hell uses foundation brushes? Like the little skinny, like tapered foundation brushes. Who uses that? But sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked. But do you remember when I used that expensive brush
to paint
the corners of our pink
I know, I
bathroom?
told you, why were you doing it?
I wasn't aware of, and I have the option of using a Clinique one, which like that's so cheap. But of course, I decided to go in with the.
And to be honest, I mean, I don't mean to be sidetracked either, but you know, quality-wise, I feel like Sigma brushes are top-notch, and Clinique brushes are like you just wash it and you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Clinique brushes are. I think Morphe brushes are 110% better than
Way
Clinique
better,
brushes.
100%. Stop trying to make 110% way better. Make it happen.
Stop trying to make 110% happen. That's
I
what she
personally
says.
really like it, and I like how it's setting everything down. Like, it looks so beautiful. It looks
Do you feel like it's getting lost in the sauce or no?
No. I don't personally agree with
I kind of want to punch a little bit. I want to go between Suma and Orgasm, which is the first deepest shade that we did. I'm just going to sample a little bit on here just to ensure that I'm not going too heavy on the skin. And I'm just going to go on the apple of my cheekbone area just to ensure there's a little bit of color, because I feel like although it's tying cohesively, but girl, you know I want to be a little extra.
I do have a question. Do you have an eyeshadow from Nars?
Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to use the bronzer on the crease, and then I'm going to go in with the actual palette because I want to show you how multifaceted, oh my god, how professional, how multifaceted these palettes can be. Because for this price, girl, she better clean my dishes, you know what I'm saying?
And then before I forget, we also are going to be adding the one and only Power Matte Lip Pigments. Those retail for $26. There is 17 shades of them. $26. They are a highly pigment, full coverage liquid lipstick that proves long-lasting, comfortable matte color. Oh my goodness. And it says it's a matte finish. Shake well before use. And it's a very concentrated and powerful matte finish. It is Fluid Pigments. And I've never seen this. You've never tried them before, have you?
No, I have not tried them. We're going to be applying both of them today on the lips. Let me do this. Now that I have completely done it all, you know, within the aspect, listen to me talking like this. Sorry, I'm watching The Housewives of New Jersey. And before you know, when I'm talking like this, I'm walking like this, I'm drinking my coffee, you know, just living my life. It is what it is. Hi, New Yorkers. How are you?
You know, by the way, this reminds me a lot to... I forgot her name. She used to work in the beauty industry, and she was in Florida. I remember she was so beautiful. She looked like... Oh my gosh, I forgot her name. She looked like Marilyn Monroe. And she was like a very beautiful...
Was she talking like that?
Yeah, like she's New Yorkian, if I want to say that. She's from that beauty place that we used to go and buy beauty supplies.
Oh, yes.
Marilyn.
Listen, honey. Is it exclusive beauty?
It is exclusive.
We love the team in Exclusive Beauty. They're so iconic. Her name is not Marilyn, but I saw her as Marilyn, and she has such an amazing, both of them, they have such an amazing persona.
They are amazing.
If you are in the Florida area, particular Orlando area, and you are a professional in the beauty industry, they're just iconic. We'll make sure to put a picture of the store so you guys can check it out if you are in the Orlando area.
Or Winter Park.
Or Winter Park area, because they're close to, they're in Castleberry, I think they're, you know, which is, girl, Florida's Florida. So my face is fully done. At this point, I've had my makeup on for a couple of hours. I wanted to actually give it some time before I came back on camera. What time is it right now? Is it like 2:27 a.m.? Girl, the fabulous life of an influencer, right? So I have on my lips one of the colors here. This is going to be Give It Up. You want to make sure you shake these well, like Felipe was saying. They have a really nice fragrance. It's almost like a soft little vanilla moment, but it's quite different. It's more of like a deeper mauve. I think this is a really comfortable lip formula, I gotta say. Even though I have lip liner and a couple of different things, it's very, very comfortable. For my lip liner, I am using the Morphe Heckle, which is gonna be more of like a, how can I say this? Like a plummy type of lip liner. And I mean, I think they pair up really, really well. I absolutely love the formula of the Nars lip. I think this is a really good lip product that it will not move, it will not leave, it will not crumble, it's not uncomfortable, it doesn't enhance your lip lines. It has just so many great positive benefits to it. And again, they have a range of colors, and I mean, they're 0.16 or 18, let me see, 0.18 fluid ounces, which is pretty standard. I think those are like the Anastasia amongst many others in the community. So let me take this one off and I will be right back with the last shade and we will finalize this video. And this is a second lip product. It's called Done It Again. I love a good brown. I can't. You can never have enough good brown in your collection. The lip liner I used, again, it's a Morphe lip liner. This one's more of like a honey undertone. It's called Vibes. You guys can see it here. And then the lip product, it's going to be Done It Again. Very fresh, delicious scent. Very, very liquid. You know, this formula kind of reminds me of the Fenty Beauty formula. I don't even know if they share a lab. I don't know. I honestly wouldn't know. But just so good. Love them both. Extremely comfortable. What can I tell you guys? I mean, overall, lip products are iconic. Super nice. I really like the powder as well. Love the fact that there's a lot of control within this powder. It doesn't really just kind of run down the drain because of the price. I really enjoy that. Foundation, I'm really happy that I have this now because, again, this looks incredible. I think it supports anything and everything we're doing on the skin really well. For the Nars Orgasm palette, of course, you know I have the highlighter on here. The shade of the highlighter is, let's see here, Turtle Bay. And as you guys can see, it's just a very reflective, very beautiful. I absolutely love how this looks. I think that even though They're very reflective. I don't think there's a big issue or a big deal with texture. I think it looks really, really nice and natural. Overall, I think this is beautiful. I think this is a beautiful palette. It's a little expensive, let's not lie. But I really do love the palette. I feel like it performs really, really well. And I will 110% find a lot of use for all of the items that I have here. So I gotta tell you, if you are looking into getting this, I think you're gonna be very happy. I think it performs really, really well. And again, the colors are just gorgeous. I mean, I can see myself wearing all of the blushes. The only color I could have done without is the brown. I just feel like, why? They could have added maybe like a pink highlighter. That would have been really, really cute. Or maybe like a matte blush. That would have been nice as well to have seen. However, I gotta say, overall, compared to our last video of Nars, this has been incredible, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up so you don't miss... What am I saying? Make sure you hit the thumbs up so we know you're loving what we're doing. The notification bell so you know when we know. You know? And of course, binge watch, honey. It's a thing. I will catch you on the next one. I'm gonna be a little narcissistic and look at myself. I mean, this is really cute. I really like it. I love the blush. Like, it's just fun. So, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Bye!